Oh. Good health to you.
Can I ask? Perkstein is a...
It'll be even finer once...
What kind of...
I can't
Thank you. I'd like to improve...
Certainly.
I want to achieve...
You can't become a master.
Well... Can I, Thank you. Can you...
Certainly.
I'd like to hone...
First, you have...
Well... I'd like to learn...
Certainly.
I'd like to practice...
All right. Now...
Someone there.
What's going on out there?
Who are you? Can I do anything to help? What was that? I must have imagined it. Mother of God!
What was that?
Hey, who's there?
Sir, I have news.
After everything that's happened, you have even worse news. That's almost impressive.
I'm afraid so. It's going to happen again, and
You're full of good cheer, aren't you?
it seems the Pribyslavitz encampment was just the start, and they're far from defeated.
How did you find out?
I found a recruiting agent who worked for them, and let him recruit me.
Ah, God's holy hat. You never cease to...
And what did you find?
They have another much bigger encampment in Vranyik near to...
What do those bastards want? And
To hurt us? Conquer the region?
How?
I'm one of them now. I have their secret sign. I know where their camp is. All I have to do is go and...
That's out of the question. It's too...
Sire, compared to everything I went through to get this, it will be child's play. I already...
then we'll have to attack them before things get out of hand. Ideally, right now, when they're not expecting us. But then again, before we attack, it would be useful to have a spy go and scout out.
I don't want you...
It's much less risky than our raid on Pribyslavitz.
All right then, Hal. Go there and find out how many of them there are, and what their plans are, whatever you...
Yes, sir.
Godspeed, lad.
God bless you. See you later.
Sir,
Of course, Henry.
well... I thought since we...
Ah, criticizing your liege lord.
Oh no, I don't mean anything by it.
Easy, lad. I'm only pulling your leg. My garrison is a shamble these days. I lost most of my men in Skalitz, and what I'm left with after Pribyslavitz is hardly, let alone guarding the roads and patrolling the rest of the province.
Uh-huh.
That is, I didn't have the men. Recently, I asked an old acquaintance for help. Sir Kuno of Rickwald and his mercenary band. The men who ride with him are a rough lot.
Well, excuse me for being so bold, but there's plenty of mercenaries around. Surely you can find a more... respectable band?
You have a point, lad, but I'd like to tell you I talked to Kuno because I trust him. But actually my reasons are... You see, Kuno owes me a favour, so he'll serve me...
So, you want me...
Yes, but that's not all. I told Kuno I'd send him a guide. But really what I need is for someone to keep a close eye on him. Go and report to him at his encampment. You'll ride with his band on patrols and make sure they don't...
Who is this, Sir Kuno?
He's the last baron of the House of Rickwalt, which became impoverished. So he took to the He's certainly an entertaining companion, but as a mercenary, well...
That sounds a little worrying.
Oh, it's nothing too bad. Just...
How is he in...
I did him quite a big service,
Oh, that sounds like...
You should ask him. You'll be spending quite a while riding together, so it'll help part... But one thing I can tell you, he seems to have taken inspiration from me.
All right.
Excellent. He set up camp between Ratai and... Good luck, Henry.
I will, sir.
Goodbye.
Good health to you.
Will you teach me? I'd like to.
First, you have to have.
Well, I hear.
Certainly.
I'd like to hone.
First, you have to have.
Well, I'll think. I've got some goods here.
All right. Bye.
I've got something. I hope you won't need.
Thank you. I've got some.
All right.
Heyo. Yeah. I'll be with you. I'm looking for Sakuno. Sakuno? Baron Rickvold. Isn't this his camp?
You won't get nothing out of him. You must be Radzig's man. I heard he was supposed to send someone.
Yes, Sir Radzig sent me as a guide. I'm Henry.
I'm Jakey. And this here fella, we call the Stone.
I can see why. What's up with him? Cat got his tongue?
No, more like the dog got it. The executioner's dog. When the executioner ripped it out of him. Anyway, you better come along with me. I'll introduce you to the other fellas. And the chief. Petter and Jan. They're a barrel of laughs. Except when they're too drunk to string two words together. Like now. Don't get on the wrong side of them, though. When their blood is up, well, it ain't a pretty sight.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, I'm sure.
Never mind the fancy poses, Stefan. You're trying to kill the fucker, not teach him how to dance. And you, Dangler, stand your ground. Don't let him lead you round by the nose.
Sir? Well, sir, this is Henry. From Lord Kobler.
Ah, it's about time Radzig got round to this. We need someone who knows their way around these parts. Leave off with the bowing and curtsying. We don't hold with that tomfoolery here. Jakey! Where the hell are you sneaking off to? Go to the farm and get water. The lads are thirsty.
But I went last time.
And you'll go next time, you ungrateful pup. Get your ass moving. Snot-nosed brat. You pull them out of a pile of shit, and they thank you with back talk. Where were we? Oh yeah. We need a guide who knows these parts. So I hope I can rely on you, Herman.
It's Henry.
Right. And as I said to Radzig, I don't want to carry any dead weight. We could find ourselves in some very tight situations where every sword counts.
I know how to handle a sword, all right?
I've heard a lot of fellas say that. They still ended up on the wrong end of one. We'll find out. Stefan, take a break. Dangler, let's find out what Harold here can do.
Sure. No problem, Chief.
Jesus Christ! No more fooling around.
You didn't fare badly at all, I must say. You can ride with us.
All right.
Don't thank me yet. You don't know what...
Sir Kuno, can you tell me?
Drop the... Sir. That title brought me
Sir Radzig told me the Rickvold family...
There's all sorts of ways to become impoverished. Nothing easier. Especially when your father's a fool.
Oh.
But it's a long and twisted story. We took our name from Rickval Castle, but that actually belonged to the convent of the Poor Clares in Tynitz. You see, he knew the abbess there since they were young. Knew her very well. There was even talk that she only joined the order. Anyway, whether he was fucking her right there in the convent, or he just took a lot of interest in scripture.
Oh, he might have been.
Sinning and confessing all in one place. Well, I can see the convenience. Anyway, my mother never had strong nerves. Truth be told, her sanity. Then, one frosty December morning, I was woken by screaming and smoke. I looked out the window. I saw my mother there, in the courtyard, wreathed in flame.
Christ, that sounds like a scene straight out of hell.
Hellish it was, I can tell you. Me and my sister Adela and a few servants managed to get out before the whole place went up. I couldn't get to my father. Or my little brother. Poor lad was only 7. My sister and I were left destitute after the fire. But then my cousin, Adam of Drevich, took... A few weeks later, he offered to buy what was left of our estates. It was a great relief. We suddenly had some hope of a future again. So I told my sister about it. And it was the biggest mistake of my life. A week later, the two of them announced to me they were getting married. And all that was left of our estates, lands, woods, villages, Adela was to get it all as a dowry.
But surely that was for you to decide. You were the head of the family, right?
Aye. Only I barely had 17 years under my belt, and I'd just lost everything. Of course, I argued with them, and that was the only excuse they needed to kick me out of Drevich too.
That's pretty harsh.
You're telling me. But I'm not complaining. As my pa always used to say, if you can turn your hand to something, you'll never be lost. I doubt it ever crossed his mind how often I'd remember those words.
What about your debt to Sir Radzig? How did that come about?
A twist of fate, lad. I was fighting in the hostilities between the House of Schallenberg and the town of Colleen. Some trade dispute it was, and I fought under the Schallenberg colours. In the end, the two sides negotiated a truce, and I rode to Colleen with the delegation that was to parley there. We stopped off at an inn on the way, and it was there that I met Radzig Kobyla. I could tell at first sight he was a man after my own heart. A likeable rogue, with a sharp mind and a merry soul. We spent the whole night drinking together and talking, and in the morning we set off together, with sore heads, but in good temper, since he was travelling the Colleen same as I was. Only, once we reached the city gates, they arrested me on the spot. Seems the burghers had it in for me, since I'd been making their lives hell for a good 6 months. On the other hand, I was a member of the peace delegation, so by rights, they shouldn't have even looked at me sideways. And then it hit me why Radzig was there. Colleen is a royal city, so he was there to represent the king's interests.
I see. So he was on the other side.
That's right. Anyway, they threw me in a dungeon, and a few days later word reached me that the Schallenbergs had reached an agreement with the burghers. Only part of the deal was they would give them my... He's asked me twice before for help. This is the 3rd time. And how could I refuse him?
I'd like to ask about your men.
Ask away.
What about the fellow they call Dangler?
I've never ridden with a better man, I can tell you. He doesn't say a lot, but for that, he listens all the better. Nothing escapes him.
So he scouts for you?
Not just that. It's happened more than once. I was closing a deal with someone, and Dangler told me after that he didn't like the smell of the fella nearly every time he was right, and the fellow tried to stab me in the back afterwards.
Those Bearman brothers are quite a pair.
Indeed they are. There's no more mercy in them than in, well, a bear. If I told them to skewer you on the spot, they'd do it, without batting an eyelid.
Jesus.
Oh, aye. They'd argue first about which one of them got to do the job. But they're as obedient as a huntsman's dogs. Real soldiers, the pair of them. Reliable, as long as they don't get too drunk. Then there's no keeping them under control. But nobody's perfect.
What can you tell me about Stefan?
Fletching? For one thing, he's a very resourceful fellow.
How did he come to join your band?
Well, let's just say he was in the right place at the right time. You'll find he has quite a knack for that.
What exactly happened?
Sorry, I'd love to tell you the whole story, but I'd be betraying his trust.
Oh, now you've got me curious. Maybe I should ask him myself.
Sure, why not? Our Fletch does love to converse.
What about that dumb one? How did he end up with you?
The stone? Oh, he just kind of tagged along.
Just like that?
Aye, just like that. We were riding from Olomouc to a castle past Kladsko, when we ran into him and some other wayfarers camping along the way. You know how it goes. We made acquaintance with them, had a drink or two. Then we travelled on together. After all, there's safety in numbers.
I'm not sure I'd be thinking that if I ran into you lot on the road.
We might have done some things I ain't proud of, but wayfarers are sacred even for me. Anyway, our fellow travellers dropped off along the way. One in Mohelnitz, one in Schoenberg, and the rest in Kladsko. Except for the stone. He stuck with us the whole way. The fellas kept asking him what he was after, but of course he never said a word. When we were approaching Barsdorf, I ordered the men to get rid of him. I had some business at the castle, and I didn't want any strangers sticking their noses in. Stefan tried to tell him nicely, but he just sat there, staring like he was turned to stone. That's when we gave him the name. Then the Bearman brothers tried to get him off his horse. He booted Jan in the face and knocked him out cold. Then he jumped down and felled Petter with one punch. A man who can do that is a man you want on your side. So we kept him.
Weren't you worried about having a stranger in your band? Especially one who didn't talk?
No, I figured if he can't talk, he can...
What about Jakey?
Jakey, that boy will be the death of me. You've got to be tough on him, or he's good for nothing. But I'm fond of him, in a way.
Like a son?
I wouldn't go that far. But I've no family of my own. And unlike those other cutthroats, he seems to me like a good lad.
Well, you're pretty hard on him, though. And the others keep him on his toes, too.
The boy needs a firm hand. I was like him once, and I got the same too. If we let him be, we'd end up with a third bear man. And who'd want that?
True. 2 is more than enough. Should we ride out?
No point in going out now. It'll soon be dark. Come back at first.
All right.
You can sleep here in the camp if you want. There's room enough. And you ought to get...
Can you tell me something?
What do you want to know?
Why do they call you...
Because Kuno found me dangling on the end of a rope.
Ah, I see.
I wouldn't call it an execution exactly. There was a proper night for you, full of ideals and honour. I looked up to him as a hero. They stood me on a shaky wooden cross with my hands tied behind my back and a noose around my neck.
But how long were you stuck there?
I couldn't tell you. Hours, maybe days. In the end, everything...
Jesus!
I didn't. When Kuno found me, he says I was dead as a doornail. They cut me down and took the rope off me. Then someone gave me a kick and I coughed and came back to life. Sort of.
What is it, Jakey?
The stone wants to talk with you, if you can call it that. Probably about that ring.
What ring?
Ah, no one told you about it. The fellas call it the Ring of Bacchus. It's a kind of game we play. Kuno gave us this ring. It's just a worthless bauble. But when we're at the tavern, Kuno pays everything for the man who has the ring. So we steal the ring from each other and try to trick each other. Well, actually, just the others. They won't let me play. Kuno says I'm too young to get boozed up.
That sounds like a lot of fun. But I don't have the ring, so why does the stone want to see me?
He probably wants you to steal it from someone. Since you're new, the fellows will talk to you, and it won't be suspicious.
All right. I'll have a word with him. Hey, Jakey, can you tell me something?
Want to get matey, eh? Sure, Henry. What do you want to...
How did you end up...
Well, I used to be a baker's hand in Prague, but all the other fellas were always on my back, always swearing at me. Sometimes they even beat me up. To make a bit of coin, I started going to the tavern across the road, entertaining the rich gents with jokes, playing... One time, Kuno turned up there, and I got to talking with him. When I told him all the shit I was getting...
I bet you were glad to get out of there.
Yeah, though it's not like they give me much peace here either. It's all...
Well, surely you can't be any...
No. Only, at the bakery, the worst I ever got was a beating. It's not like my life...
How come they bullied you at the bakery? It's usually the...
Not now, maybe.
Oh, come on, you, shy? You just said you were playing...
All right, I'll tell you the truth. They picked on me because I'm an orphan. The parish priest of St. Apollinaire's in Prague found me as a baby in the church one winter's morning. I spent half my childhood in parish houses.
I see. That must have been tough.
It still is tough, I can tell you that.
Jakey sent me to you.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose you want me to get it from someone?
Mm-hmm.
Who has it? Jakey?
Mm-mm.
You mean Kuno?
Mm-mm.
Jan Berman?
Mm-mm.
Peter Berman?
Mm-mm.
I didn't quite... Is it Fletching?
Mm-mm.
Does Dangler have it?
Mm.
All right. How should I get it?
What the fuck? You're trying to rob me! Pickpocket!
What is it, Jake? What?
What? To... No.
Jakey sent me to you.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose... Who... Does Dang...
Mm.
All right. Should we ride?
No.
All right.
You...
I got the ring from Dan. Yeah, well,
Mm-mm.
yeah, thanks to you too.